Wow, Kelly, you scared me when you said no sound. Because I wasn't even live. And you're like, no sound. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can get over here. Hi, Kelly. Hi, everybody here. Lots of stuff to talk about today. Can you hear me now, Kelly? Make sure you can hear me now. Maybe you can't hear me now because people... Please tell me you can hear me. Oh, you can. Great. Good. So, hang on a minute because I got the TV too loud in the other room. My husband... Okay. So, all right, there we go. So there's lots to talk about today. I think, I don't even know which place to start because so many things have gone through my head. At first I thought that if Gypsy was faking this pregnancy, that she only had a few weeks left to play with it. Because if she... then she'd have to, what was she going to do? And I didn't think of something. And I remember this, again, this is a true crime case. Hi, Justina and Margot and Christy. But when we were working really, really deep dive into true crime cases, we would be just, hey, Haley, we would be just, talking about a case on a live, and we'd be going through some of this stuff, and then suddenly this thing would come up, and it would just be like an epiphany. Okay, well, I had one of those today. I was talking with some people in Zoom about this. Now, here's what's going on. So we know, a lot of us think that Gypsy is faking this pregnancy, right? A lot of us think this is not real. And we're thinking that, oh boy, she has to do something fast because if she's 16 weeks or 17 weeks coming up, she doesn't have a big window of time for anybody to believe she had a miscarriage and, didn't deliver a baby and all that entails. Okay. So, what if Gypsy goes the whole route? What if, let's just say, we're going to take a hypothetical situation, she's lying about the pregnancy, right? But what if she continues it, gets a silicone belly bump, and they make those, 100%, they make those, and they're not expensive. What if, hi White Angel, hi El, what if she goes and does that? Now, I imagine Ken would be in on the charade. Okay. But, what if she did that the entire time? And remember she told the lady on Good Morning America, or one of those morning shows, it was Good Morning America or the other one. What's the other one? I think it was the one that's on ABC. But if she told them she's going to be on social media about the entire pregnancy, but she's not going to put her child on. And this is when I had the epiphany, because I said to the person I was talking to, oh yeah, right, like she's gonna not put that child on social media. And then I just, oh my gosh, is that going to be her out? Is she even going to say she's having a home birth and having a midwife that nobody knows about, so that they're in full control of this narrative? And then they can play this until January. Whereas if she's not pregnant and she has to use like a miscarriage to explain this, that's going to be a couple of weeks from now, and she may get a lot of backlash because people are predicting that she's going to do this. I know, Sarah, I don't think so either. I don't think she's pregnant either. But, so here's the thing. If she's not pregnant, is she going to end it soon with a fake miscarriage? Or did she tell us exactly what she's going to do in that Good Morning America interview when she said, I'm going to film the entire pregnancy on social media, but I'm never going to show this baby on social media? Are you guys catching on to what I'm saying? Hi, Tina. Hi, Sarah. Kelly, Margot, Kato. Hi, everybody. Okay, so Sarah, what do you think? She's going to end this with a miscarriage shortly, or she's going to let this whole thing play to the very end? Thank you, Kelly. It just came to me because I've been saying like she's going to have to come up with this excuse, but why? Why does she have to come up with this excuse? Because she's buying pregnancy jeans and everything. Now, I will tell you, here's another thing that's going to lead up into something I'm talking about. Gypsy is thinner now than she was when she got out of prison. When she go, just look at the pictures. If you look at the pictures of her at the gender reveal in that white dress, and you watch the pictures where the balloons are in the yard, look at her body. Okay, I'm not talking about when she arches her back and sticks her butt out and sticks out her stomach and then tries to cup something. I'm talking about, look at her body in that white dress. They always say the first thing that a pregnant woman loses is her waistline. That's what they say. And Gypsy's waist, go look at her waist in that white dress. It's the thinnest I've ever seen Gypsy Rose since she's been out of prison. Let me see if I can find the picture so I can show it to you what I mean. Hi, Alicia. Let me see here. I hope that you guys got a chance to see the interview today with the author, Brian Belafonte. If you haven't, try to watch it later. Okay, let me get this here. Okay, this is the one that I want. Okay. Okay. Hold on, what is this about? Shut that down, and I don't want this, thank you. I've got to accept these stupid things here. Okay. Okay, this is the picture I'm looking for. All right, I'm going to show it to you. Now, please, hold on. Let me make this bigger. I don't understand why it's stuck up there like that. There we go. Let me make this full screen and make this bigger. I want this to be bigger. Come along. Do you see Gypsy's waist here and everything? She does not appear to be pregnant. To me, she actually looks like she's lost weight. Here's the other thing. When I said she's actually looks like she's lost weight, That's going to bring us into something else I want to talk about tonight. And I've got a lot of things, and my ADD is going to bring us all over the place and back again. And we're going to probably come back to the first thing we talked about. But Ken and Gypsy did a video. And the video was about, they were reacting on something about that was being said about the refrigerator. Remember that Gypsy allegedly left Ryan because he was a food hoarder, is what they said. Okay. She said in this video she did not leave him for the refrigerator. But then they decided to do a refrigerator tour. And this is in that apartment that she's making that prison drink for Ken this time, not Ryan. Right? She does look thinner. What the heck? She's wearing a little dress, and that's a sash. See, that's a sash, Tina. So you have to understand, this is not her. This is a sash. Her hip is probably right here. She is very narrow. I think this makes her look very thin. So they go to the refrigerator in Ken's apartment, and she says, let's do a tour. She opens the top freezer, and she says, see, everything is nice and organized, and these are my lean cuisines. The lean cuisines are a healthy choice. You know, one of those healthy, I think it was Healthy Choice. I keep calling it lean cuisine. I believe it was Healthy Choice. Now, those are low-calorie meals. Why would someone who's pregnant be eating low-calorie meals? Maybe she's not pregnant. She is a slob. I'm starting to not care for Ryan and his defending of her, but she humiliated him. Yeah, he may be under an NDA, Sarah, and may not be able to talk about certain things. You have to remember that, and he may still be getting paid from Lifetime for his part. He did say the other day, after he spoke about the gender reveal or something, that they wrote him out. He's been written out, and we'll see that soon, that he's been written out of the series. And so we've got that, right? She's eating like low-calorie meals. And then I don't think she's pregnant either, Denise. I do not think she is. What I was saying here tonight is she going to end this, if it is a fake pregnancy, is she going to end that fake pregnancy with a fake miscarriage soon, before 20 weeks? Or is she going to take this the whole way, and being that she already told Good Morning America that she is going to appear on social media for the whole pregnancy, she is just never going to show her child on social media? That would give her the perfect opportunity to carry this charade all the way to her fake delivery, right? Which could be a home birth, which could even be an emergency home birth, right? Oh my gosh, Gypsy went into labor today and she was just dilating so quickly there was no time to get her to the hospital. You know, she'd be one of those cases you would see on those talk shows that people are standing in the line at the bank and the baby's coming right out the side of their pants, okay? Yeah, those people used to be on Phil Donahue and stuff. They knew they were pregnant, but the baby just came and there was just no time and the baby just came right out. But, so, yeah, like, which one is she going to do if she has a fake pregnancy? Is it going to be she's going to get a silicone baby bump and take it all the way to the end? Or is she going to wrap something up soon? And is it going to be for Lifetime's benefit? And does Lifetime not even care if they know they're being lied to, as long as the drama sells? Just keep doing it. Oh, they do, Sarah. They sell baby bumps all over the place, and they're cheap. People use them for a variety of reasons. There are even people that are into reborn dolls that put those on when they're reborn expecting. Yeah. But people use those for a variety of reasons. And some people are even using them to steal. And now Gypsy shoplifted that knife and stuff. I don't know. Would she be using it for that purpose? See, they're hollowish, and then they put it on. They go into a fitting room, and then they put a whole bunch of stuff inside of it, go out of the fitting room, and then they look the same. But yeah, that's been said. That's what some people do. Anyway, so I'm going to put up a poll, and this is just talking about the fake pregnancy, if it is a fake pregnancy, okay? So let's see. Start a poll. If Gyp, let's call her Gyps. How about let's call her Gyps, is not really pregnant, will she end it by, and the first choice is baking a okay, let me see. If she's not really pregnant, will she go the whole 9 months? And what I mean by go the whole 9 months and then say she had the baby but she's not showing it. Or will she fake a miscarriage very soon? So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to put up that poll and we'll see what you say. Okay. Hi, Midnight. So now oh yes, and let's talk about Jeffree Star. Thank you, Denise. So apparently Gyp had a, we were talking about how much money she was making on these TikTok lives, and it was coming out to like 30 to 40,000 per 1 hour live. And she did a live with Jeffree Star. And Jeffree Star has these battles and things. So he was encouraging people to donate to Gypsy. And Eugenia Cooney. Do you guys familiar with Eugenia Cooney? She's unbelievably thin. Like, it's hard to look at her thin. She was on and she gave Gypsy a lion, which a lion equates to $400. I've seen Gypsy get other lions from other people, but Jeffree Star was like, oh my gosh, look, Eugenia Cooney gave you a $400 lion. So all those things they give in TikTok equate to money. So yeah, she was getting a lot of money at that. And then her and Ken, they were doing, I was watching a few videos of theirs, okay, and there's some discrepancies, okay. She says, yeah, I know, Kelly, it's really sad, but I'm starting to think that that cannot be like from an eating disorder, I think, because I don't think she'd be with us anymore. It's been going on for so many years. It's almost like something genetic. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay. I feel bad for her. It doesn't look healthy or comfortable or attractive at any rate, and I wish that she would get some help with that. Okay, so we have Ken here. We also have the name drama, and I think maybe she's saying she's going to name the baby Aurora because she doesn't want to waste one of her real names, right, on this child. And maybe she knows she would never name a baby Aurora because Christy has a dog named Aurora, and she came from the town of Aurora. So maybe she just picked it because that's something she would never use, but would be one of the Disney princess names, so she could save a real, another one for a real baby. She was with Ken at some point and was asked about the baby clothes that was in the closet over at Ryan's, and she just explained that her and Ryan were in Walmart or Target, I don't know which one it was. They saw a Star Wars themed onesie with, I believe it's what is the Baby Yoda child, the child on it. And she thought, well, what if they don't have that when we have a child, so we'll get it now. And so that could very well be the same. She said she got these Pottery Barn crib sheets in Harry Potter and Star Wars themes. And that could have been the very same thing. So let's talk about what she did in the Hobby Lobby today. She went into Hobby Lobby today, or I don't know if she went today. I saw the video today with Ken. And she told him, Ken, where are you going? You're going towards the Christmas stuff. So she called him back over there, and then she said, we're going to buy some stuff for the baby's nursery. Now, we don't know what's going on with that registry that allegedly she had and everybody bought everything. We haven't heard hide nor hair of that, right? But you would think the things she would get for the nursery would be, nursery items. Like a bassinet, a crib, a changing table, a bouncer, swing, a car seat, stroller, something like that. But she's going to the Home Depot. I'm so sorry. The Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby. And she goes in and she is looking at the baby section. It was not the baby section. It's not even the baby section. In fact, when Ken points out the Disney princess stuff, she says, oh, no, Ken, that's more like when she's 5. It's not now. Don't do that now. No. Right? So she pulls out this, I think they had a little code. Okay. So she tells Ken, basically he's a child, if you see anything you think is cute, you can get it or you can tell me. It's like, okay, thanks, Mom. Okay, so anyway, she pulls out this little sign and it says something like, you'll always be my baby. And she goes, this is cute. And then the next thing clips to him picking it like this. And she goes, oh, you think that's cute? Okay, yeah, we'll get it. So I think she said, if I say, oh, this is cute, that's the thing you pick that we want. So after she gets that was the only baby themed item. And when they were checking out, it was on the bottom of the cart. Who knows if she even bought it. Next thing, he's showing Disney stuff. She's saying, that's when she's older. So she picks out these big flowers. Now these big flowers, they're pink and white. They could be used at any age, at anything. It's nothing that's baby. So she gets those. And then she gets this sign that says she leaves a little sparkle anywhere she goes. You can see it in my thumbnail. She's probably got that for herself. Did you notice how we didn't see a lot of baby items. And when they had the Disney princesses, she goes, oh, that's too big. You think she'll pull a Britney and have a total breakdown, you mean? I think it's petty and that she used Nick and Ryan. Yeah, it is, Denise. So that was their trip. And then they just show the cart. There's like 4 things in it. And when she picked up the pink flower, the big pink flower, she says, I don't know where I'm using this, but I'm going to get this. So she didn't pick up anything that, let's say, is definitely baby, except that one sign. But even that sign, you know, my baby will always be, or whatever it is. So she probably talks about herself about that. Anyhow, so that was the next thing. She doesn't talk about the crib, color scheme, the, you know, she showed those crib sheets a while ago. I don't know. It's just a lot of craziness. Let's see. I want to just pull this down so we know, because I have a lot to talk about tonight, and I know that, okay. Mia, Gypsy's sister, has had a TikTok for a number of years. She's pretty active on TikTok. She does makeup tutorials and different things like that. There was a video where we were talking about if we think there's any jealousy between the two sisters, where Mia is applying makeup or something, and Gypsy is mispronouncing Lancome, and she mispronounced another brand of makeup. I don't know what it was, and she said, and her sister corrects her, and Gypsy says, oh, great, now everybody can just go make fun of me. And then Gypsy says something about highlights being chunky highlights, and her sister's like, you don't want chunky highlights, that's so out. And then Gypsy's like, but you have chunky highlights, and she's like, no, I don't. And then she goes through why she doesn't have them, and Gypsy's just in the background probably like, oh my gosh, she can't take it, because she probably feels in her sister's shadow and everything, that her sister has everything that she wants or whatever, right? So after that, there was a video I never saw. I guess they were out in LA. This is when she met Kardashians. And Christy was there, and they went to the beach, and they also went to this very, very upscale food store, more so than Whole Foods or anything else, where a gallon of milk was $20. And they got $20 smoothies, and they were supposed to be for their skin. And here I think it's Christy saying they're worth every penny. And that was interesting, because I had not seen that. And Gypsy was in like this hot pink, very snug fitting dress, and that's all I'll say about that. But they were taking pictures, and it looked like kind of Christy and her were getting a little bit aggravated at each other. I don't know. And then Gypsy was filming walking on the beach. Now, whether that was for Lifetime or what, yeah, but it's more than Whole Foods, White Angel. It's got a really weird name. It's like, does anybody know the name? It's like Wenner. Let me see if I can find the name of the grocery store. Skin smoothie. Let's see. Oh, it's here. It's EREWHON. And it's an upscale supermarket chain with 10 locations in Los Angeles County, California. It's known for its smoothies and high prices. Some say the smoothies are delicious, and others have mentioned and that they cost $18 to $20. They've also collaborated with other brands on smoothies, and it's Haley Bieber's smoothie, and it's $20. So yeah, that's what they got, and it's a popular place for celebrities. So why do you think Gypsy was there? She's looking because she thinks she's a celebrity. She does. The most expensive grocery store in America. So it's EREWHON. All right, so I saw that, and then let me go back. I have to go over here so I remember. I can stay on track here with what we're doing here. Okay. Okay, we talked about this. This is where I'm deciding whether she's going to carry, if it is fake, she's going to keep that fake pregnancy till term, or is she going to end it soon if it's fake? I asked, why would a pregnant mother eat reduced calorie meals when we had the freezer? So we went over that. And now we've still got to talk about this. And we're talking about this Hobby Lobby. This is she leaves a little sparkle everywhere she goes. That could be for anybody. And I think she would like this. And this is the baby thing, the one that she, I think, hinted or had a code with Ken of what to get. All right, so let me go back here because we have to talk about the pregnancy tests and some things that are not adding up at all. Okay, here we go. So I was watching a live with her and Ken. I think it was in July, either mid to end of July. And she starts talking about a sonogram. I just gave the name of the supermarket. It's okay, that's the name. So she starts talking about the sonograms, and she goes and gets the sonogram picture because she can't think of how many weeks she is or something. So, or she's trying to remember when she had the sonogram. Was she 7 weeks or whatever? So she goes and gets this sonogram that's in a frame. And Ken immediately goes, "Don't turn that around towards the camera." Why, Ken? We know 100% Gypsy's name. We know like everything that's on a sonogram is like dating and this and that. Could it be about, I don't know, hospital? Who knows? Anyway, so we've got, hang on one second, please. I'm sorry. So let me get back on this now. So, so where was I with that sonogram about when she's trying to find out how many weeks? He tells her, don't point that, don't turn that around towards the camera. Very, very odd. Extremely odd. She's like, no. And then she's like, I think I was 7 weeks. And he's like, it doesn't say it on here. Like, he doesn't want to give that. And she goes like, of course it does. It's just small. And he's like, oh, it's so small. And then they're thinking and thinking. And then she says, oh, I think I was 8 weeks then. I think I was 8 weeks. So at that, she goes, I want to get another one done because that doesn't even look like a baby. Now if you get it done, it looks like a baby. Well, let me tell you something. Somebody asked her something about prenatal testing. And Gypsy was really out there on this, okay? She couldn't even remember the initials. Now, she was trying to say non-invasive pregnancy testing, NIPT. But she didn't really remember the letters, and she's just like, what? Now, we know they have alpha fetal protein tests. Those have been around forever. Not really, but at least 40 years. I mean, that's a blood test they can do really early on, and but there's false positives and stuff. So I never took the alpha fetal protein, but then they came out with the nuchal translucency test, and for my last 2, I had that, and it's at a certain number of weeks. They do a sonogram, and they measure this nuchal translucency, and it's like around the neck area of the baby, and certain measurements are off. If certain measurements are off on that, it can be an indicator of a chromosome disorder like Down syndrome. So then there's a test that they do with the nuchal translucency, where they either send it to you or they give it to you at the doctor's office, and you prick your finger. Has a little like one-time little needle thing that goes out and goes back in, so you don't have to put it in a sharps container or anything, and you put a drop of blood on something. You send that drop of blood in, and then they schedule you for a sonogram, and they tell you for this sonogram that you have to go in for this. And I believe the best time that they want you to go in for this is between like 10 and 14 weeks pregnant. And then you're supposed to eat something very like sugary, because they need the baby to move around a lot on the sonogram. And I've had this done. So by the time you're having that sonogram, because I remember you could see the baby clearly as a baby. It's not looking like a blob at all. You could see the baby moving around and everything. Legs, feet, everything. Why hasn't she had that? If she said she's already had this testing and here's another thing she said. The baby is like A-OK, absolutely no problems. Like she said, there's everything checks out. And no, these tests can't tell you everything. First of all, this nuchal translucency with the blood test will not tell you, even if a baby has one of trisomy 13 or something like that, but they'll tell you that it's a high probability. Then you have to decide whether you want to go for something else, or they'll tell you that you have a very low probability, which is what they told me. They said to me with my last one that I was extremely low, that anything like that would be wrong. And then we just said, okay. But if they find there's a high probability, they'll take you to the next step, which is a more invasive type of testing, like an amniocentesis and that. So for her to say, like, there is absolutely nothing, I forget how she mentioned it, but wrong. Like, first of all, this is only testing for certain things, So it's just so general what she just said, as if like she had a little blood test and they told her everything is A-OK, we know everything. But yet she's saying like she hasn't had a sonogram since 7 weeks. And stuff that I'm just getting like, this is not either fully aware of what's going on, or, and I don't know whether she got that What to Expect book as a guide for this script. If this is a fake pregnancy, did she get that book to know what's going on, so that, I'm supposed to be in my 6th month, let me read it. Because those of you that are familiar with that book, What to Expect When Expecting, it's very, very straightforward. It will tell you what to expect in that 6th month, what could occur. So if there's like certain testing that should occur, then they'll tell you what it is and they'll give you details about it. So it'll be very easy for her to, what is going on here? Why is this saying that I have a meeting with Brian Belafonte in 5 minutes? No, I don't. I think it's okay. So you get the vibe that Gypsy likes the beeps, onion, paprika, French fries. Okay, Zach. Not really sure what that is. Can't say they already test who is the father. Yeah, I don't think, I personally think she's not pregnant. So I think that's not even an issue. Hi, Pink, berry, yogurt. If the sonogram was done before a certain amount of weeks, it could be inaccurate. I had 4 children, all adults now, but I was between 15 and 18 weeks. I don't know if things changed or not. You're right. It has to be between. See, for me, it was less. It was like, I think it was like 10 to 14 weeks for this. But anyway, what it is that it's not a guarantee. They'll tell you your likelihood is very low or high probability, where they'll try to counsel you onto more maybe genetic testing. Gypsy's not talking about this. She's not talking about probabilities. Because I remember when we came home from this, we ran into my brother and sister-in-law and we said, oh, we're so happy we had this test. And they said that, everything looked very good and it would be a very, very low, probability that anything would be wrong. But still, you have to say, like, a probability. They're not giving you 100% certain guarantee, right? They're giving you, maybe 99%, okay, which is pretty good, but still it's not 100, okay. And for her to just say like 100% they know this and that and the other thing, that's not true. And then she mentioned something called sneak peek. Now, sneak peek is something with blood. And the only reason I know this is one of my moderators told me about this. I've never heard about sneak peek, but she said that all of her kids took this test, and they were all right on the sex. And guess what? Her daughter used it this time, and they were wrong on the sex. So if she is using sneak peek, which, again, guys, if she's not pregnant, it really doesn't matter. But if she is pregnant, and she used sneak peek, she should know that it's not always right. Now, she should, if she is pregnant, be getting a 20-week anatomy scan where they'll go over all the babies, whatever, everything they can see, the heart, all of that. It's an anatomy scan. All the baby's anatomy is scanned. And at that time is when they usually tell people what the gender is. But people can get it much earlier. Yeah, they can, of course. I mean, with my son Michael, who's 31, they told me at a 13-week sonogram that he was a boy. And at the time, the technician was quite amazed at himself and told me I had to let him know if he was correct, because this is the earliest he's ever been able to see that. But, Gypsy is just not sounding, either she doesn't take in what's going on with her pregnancy and the testing and all that, and she wants to be clueless, or she really doesn't know much because there really isn't a pregnancy, and she's trying to remember what she got out of a book. So let me see. I guarantee she won't show that, just buying stuff. Sarah won't show what? The testing and the stuff and the doctor's appointments? Yeah, which is another thing. Like, if this baby, if she really was pregnant, hold on a minute. Something keeps telling me that I'm having like a Zoom meeting, and it should not have one on the schedule for this. So let me just, I don't know why this is coming up twice here. Let me just fix this. August 13th at 11 to 12. No, that's not true. Okay, let me delete this. Delete. Poor Brian Belafonte, if he's thinking we're having a meeting now, we're not. Brian, we had one this afternoon. Don't send. We don't need a cancellation email to anyone. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we see so many, right? Like I said, do you guys ever watch 90 Day Fiancé? Any of you watch 90 Day Fiancé and you know that Annie and David, she's pregnant. Literally every post that she puts up there, it's either like she's at the having the sonogram, or she's got the sonogram pictures, or she's got morning sickness. Like, it's all about the baby. This is all about Gypsy. It's not about the baby. She doesn't talk about the baby. The biggest thing for me is she doesn't talk about how she's feeling. Whether she's feeling wonderful, she doesn't have morning sickness. She doesn't talk about, and I know it's difficult for her to talk about it because she's the reason her mother's not here, but she doesn't talk about whether either her mother had morning sickness or her mother didn't or whatever. She doesn't talk about that stuff. Is Annie? Yes, absolutely, White Angel, that's who she is. And in my opinion, High Pudding, I don't think she's lying about being pregnant, but I do think she's lying about the time frame. Okay. Pinkberry says, but to baby, I found out I was pregnant when I was 6 months, and the reason why is because I was on birth control, and the birth control, I overruled the stuff that I would feel. Oh, okay. I guess figure out you were pregnant. I got it. She doesn't talk about her mother, period. No, she does. She does. Like when she was talking about the pregnancy and she was on a, trying to look real sad and say, I'm going to give this baby everything my mother, she was doing all that. And she doesn't talk a lot about her, but she has spoken some about her. I used to watch 90 Day. I like Annie and David. Hi, Bobby. So, yeah, I just don't understand. Like, it's just not jiving. It's just not. Oh, and then she got a lot of flack because she said something like, oh, this smoothie, that $20 smoothie is so delicious, it's so fetch. And like, why is she speaking like that? And then Ken gave her a whole bunch of grief because she calls the refrigerator an icebox. And she's like, but that's what it is. It's an icebox, Ken. And she was talking about, let me see here, what was I going to say here? Why would a pregnant work? So the answers to these pregnancy questions, and the one we talked about the other day when someone asked her about like the best part of her pregnancy, and she was like, oh, it's just knowing that, like she thought about it for a minute, and just knowing that there's a little person in there or something. But it was all about like her. It's, I don't know, it's just something is off. And now I'm not sure whether she's going to carry this fake pregnancy to term or she's going to end it in a few weeks if she is faking this pregnancy. So let me look at your poll and see what you said. So you guys say that, let me see, put my glasses on, that if Gyps is not really pregnant, she will fake a miscarriage very soon, 69%. Go the whole 9 months, 31%. So 31% say she'll go the whole 9 months, and 69% say that she'll fake a miscarriage very soon. So we're going to have to remember that and see who's right there if the pregnancy is indeed fake. Okay, Pinkberry says, yeah, that's right with child. I was 24. I was so new to it, so I'm trying to remember when they did all that, but you're correct, Carolyn. Yeah. Hi, little lady. Thanks, Pinkberry. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's off. A lot that's off with her. Something's very off, right, Bobby? Something's very off. Does anybody want to call in? If you want to call in, email me, and you can call in and sound off on this. And you don't have to be on camera. If you want to call in, you can just email me and say, I want to call in, and I'll send you the number. Hi, little lady. When David had to buy the water buffalo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think Annie's nice, and I'm happy for them, you know. I hear she's also naming the baby girl a name that she picked when she was saying she was pregnant with Nick's baby, or telling him she was pregnant. I don't remember what name that is, but I think the reason that she's picking Aurora is like, maybe that was one princess name she would never pick because Christy named her dog that. So instead of picking something that she may one day use, if this is a fake pregnancy, she picked a name that she would never use. So, you know, it's just a little crazy. Annie lost her last baby. Wait a minute. Oh, really? Wait a second. Annie lost her last baby? Wait, what do you mean? She gave birth to a baby and he was 2 months old and she lost the baby? Hi, Kika. Are you sure, Puddin'? How can she pull a fake pregnancy for 9 months? Well, listen, Kika. What if she uses a silicone baby bump and then, oh my gosh, either she says she has a midwife who's going to do a home birth and they're not going to film it because they're not going to exploit the child, right? Okay, and they're in cutoff Louisiana, or an emergency. We were out of, somewhere else. We were in a different state, and she went into labor and gave birth, yada, yada, yada. And we're not going to put the baby on social media. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that, Pudding. Oh, that's so sad. She'll think of something crazy, just wait. Oh, wow, Pudding, I didn't know that. Okay, that's very sad. I don't know, Kiku. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. Because before I had this thought today that I was like, oh my gosh. And that thought came to me, Kiku, when I was watching a replay of that interview she gave on Good Morning America. And she was telling the host that she was going to film everything about the pregnancy, but when she had the baby, no, her baby will never appear on social media or out in the internet. And I thought, oh, isn't that perfect? Can you imagine if she takes this all the way to the 9 months, 10 months actually, right? All the way there. I don't know. And it just came to me and I thought, oh my gosh, could this be what she's going to do? Oh, that's sad, Sarah. I didn't know that. Well, I hope she has a good, healthy baby this time. It's terrible. bliss. You know what's definitely strange too? I wonder if she's saying she's pregnant because she wanted to get rid of Ryan. Without him wanting to get back with her, you mean? That could be an added benefit, right? Oh, wait a minute. Annie from the Dominican is who lost the baby boy. Okay, I'm getting confused. The Annie I'm talking about is Annie that's with David Puddin. She is Asian. Annie's Asian. It doesn't seem to, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh boy, Sarah. That's crazy. Okay. I put in, I think we're talking about two different people from 90 Day. Oh, you're talking about Annie and Robert. Okay, yeah, that's sad for them too. But yeah, I'm talking about Annie with David. Oh, she is also pregnant? Oh, well, good luck to her. I hope she has a nice, healthy baby as well. Okay. So yeah, I mean, let me see. If anybody wants to call in, please do. I'd love to have someone, if they want to call in, please, you can say more than you can say in the chat there. And I'm just going to go hold on one second. I have to just check one teeny tiny thing here. Let me just see one thing. I just have to check something. Hold on, someone just emailed me and asked me for something. I just want to get them this thing that they need here. So that you can just see where I am. And then I'll be right back with you if you let me. Okay, let me just see something. All right. Oh, hold on. This may be what I need. 1 second, guys. Just hit this. Ouch! My foot. I just bent my foot. Okay. Why won't this work here? 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. All right, I was just trying to look at something else for let me see something. Just wanted to see what was going on here. 1 second. Why is this not? Okay. Well, they ignored comments about does Ken have a job. They didn't ask. Oh, I know what I want to tell you. There's a video when I was talking about the daughter being a TikToker, meaning Mia, not Gypsy's sister. They just did a video with Mia, Rod, and some other woman. I'm not sure who it is. And they're all at this, like, it looks like some kind of a pub or something like that. And they're, give me the money, give me the money. Have you guys seen that? I'm not exactly sure. I mean, it's definitely done, it seems, as a joke or something, but I'm not exactly certain of why they did this. One second. I'm sorry, I had to just talk to my husband or something. So, yeah, so, let me see, what did I just ask you guys? My ADD is bad tonight. Okay, where's the live chat? Here we are. So, does anyone know that, whatever I just asked you? Because I don't even remember what I just asked you. Oh, if you saw that give me the money, give me the money, give me the money. Give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. Did you guys see that? With Rod and Mia and some other woman? And they were out, like, together. And then they were getting a lot of comments that, oh my gosh, you guys, you guys are okay, but, like they like them better than anyone else. Give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. Did you see that? I have no idea. I saw that. I have no idea. I know you didn't see it, little lady. Yeah, it's on Mia's TikTok. And, yeah, it's quite interesting. I don't know where they are. I don't know who the other lady is, but, like, Mia says it like, I've got to go first, and then this person goes there, and then you go, and then the father's going, and then it sounds like he's dropping some F-bombs around. But let me see if I can find out what that is about. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Rod Blanchard telling us to give him our money. Me and Rod doing the give me your money trend. Okay, so I guess it's a trend, it's saying. 1 second, 1 moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. So now, trying to see here what. So the give me your money. Give me your money. Is that a trend? I don't think that's a trend on give me your money trend. I don't think that. Let me just see if I put give me your money trend. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it was about. Let's see. Give me your money. Discover videos related to give me your money on TikTok. Give me your money trend. Just give me my money. Where's the money are you getting money on? Oh my gosh, I don't understand this. Let's see. Just give me my money is another one. And TikTok prank called just give me my money. I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody know what this is? Where's the people that are on TikTok like constantly to explain this to us? Where is Frilly Farmhouse? She's on TikTok. What is this about? What was the Carol? What was the? 1 second, Al. What was the interview done today? What interview, Sarah? You saw that? They're all strange. They're all too strange for you to watch, little lady. Little lady. Which interview? What was what interview, Sarah? I watched like a bunch of stuff. Some videos that I had not seen. I saw some videos with Gypsy that I had not seen that I guess she had made in July. Some videos I think she had taken down and they were on other other stations, channels. Depends on the platform I was on. The home, why do I keep calling it home? Hobby Lobby trip was, I believe that was new today on hers. And the stuff where she's talking about the pregnancy testing, I believe that was done like a couple weeks ago where she's talking about that. Trying to get the date of the freezer incident. Now, I think she was explaining too that she could spend 2 nights at Ken's place, but she can't spend more than that. And then someone said, what about him moving in with you? And she says, oh my gosh, how would that be, him moving in with me or something? Besides, he has his own place. And besides, remember, he has his own dog. And that's the real issue there, I believe. I don't know. I mean, Manischewitz here, that's just crazy. Let me check something else for me. Oh my gosh. The news gets more sick each and every day. There was something that I saved on my phone while we were away because I said I have to look it up. There's Scott Peterson is going to give his first on-air camera interview since his arrest 21 years ago. He's going to speak out from behind bars. Well, where else is he going to speak out from? The Starbucks? He's behind bars at California's Mule Creek State Prison in a 3-part docuseries, Face to Face with Scott Peterson. I believe that's going to air on the 20th. Isn't that on the 20th? Let me just check on that. I really do believe that's the 20th. I really do believe. Oh boy. Let's see about this. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's on Peacock on August 20th. Just for those of you that may have followed, if you're into true crime and cases and you've followed things, Lacey Peterson and, you know, her husband Scott was convicted of murdering her and their unborn son Connor. Well, he's going to speak out in this 3-part series, docuseries, and he says, and I quote, "I regret not testifying at my trial, but if I have a chance to show people what the truth is, and if they are willing to accept it, it would be the biggest thing that I can accomplish right now because I didn't kill my family," he said. See how he gets away with that? I didn't kill my family. See, it's probably easier for him to lie saying something like, I didn't kill my family, instead of I didn't kill Lacey and Connor. Prosecutors during the trial portrayed Peterson as a cheating spouse who didn't want to be a father and subsequently murdered his wife to get out of his marriage without having any strings attached, no spousal support, no child support. And he says that theory, that, and I quote, "That is so offensive and so disgusting. I certainly regret cheating on Lacey. Absolutely. It was about a childish lack of self-esteem, selfish me traveling somewhere, lonely that night because I wasn't at home. Someone makes you feel good because they want to have sex with you. That's such a lie, Scott, because you did not meet Amber Fry when you were traveling. You met other people when you were traveling who you spoke to, and they set you up with one of their friends. Not then, Scott. Boy, you are a liar." He's hoping people don't remember his case or something. I don't know. Face to Face with Scott Peterson is going to premiere on the 20th. That's just a little update on that. Now back to Gypsy. Okay. Where? Okay. Scott is a liar, right? You absolutely believe Scott did it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's you know what it is? It's so crazy. And it relates back to Gypsy, okay? It's so crazy that there's so many people that just go and take on the murderer like he's the underdog, and they have to, promote their innocence, even when they're convicted, even when the evidence, just is ironclad. They're still going to say, this person is innocent. And maybe that's why Gypsy has these, diehard supporters, because even if, you know, like, she has admitted this, though she tries to sidestep it and say she didn't murder her mother because she didn't do the actual